This Perp back with another video, and I just got out of watching Gladiator 2. This is starring Paul Mescal, Pedro Pascal, Denzel Washington, and Joseph Quinn. Now, it's been about 24 years since the original Gladiator, and many people would say that Gladiator is one of those movies that didn't need a sequel, and maybe they're right in this case. Now, this is picking up years later after Maximus and everything, the events of the first movie, and it's following Lucius and him as an adult now, him having a wife. He gets into a little squabble with Pedro Pascal's character. He's the general. He's kind of like known as the hero of Rome at the time. He's kind of like the henchman for these two twins. That one of them is played by Joseph Quinn. I don't really remember how to pronounce their fucking names, so forgive me. Anyways, he gets into like a little squabble. He ends up losing. His wife ends up getting killed by Pedro Pascal's character. And now this kind of sets up a whole revenge thing for him, even becoming a slave turned gladiator, and he just becomes somewhat of a pawn in this whole grander scheme of things that Denzel Washington's character is kind of plotting in the background. This movie is full with a lot of pretty good fight choreography, some alright motivational speeches, but its biggest issue, I think, with this movie is the lack of originality. There's a lot of similar beats to the first one, just kind of with different characters. Like Pedro Pascal's character, he has aspirations of getting away from war. He doesn't want to do this anymore. Very similar to Maximus's character. His son ended up being a gladiator just like him, having this like whole family reunion with his mother. It's just things that you can kind of see from a mile away. The villains and the antagonist are pretty lackluster, like the two twins. One of them were played by Joseph Quinn. I didn't know the other actor's name, but it's meant to show you that Rome is falling at this point, and everybody's trying to get in where they fit in, bringing in Denzel's character, and they got Denzel extra sassy in this movie. You know what I'm saying? I know that he said that they cut a kiss out of this movie, which doesn't surprise me. It doesn't really hurt the movie, or just I don't really know the reason why they cut it. I don't really care, to be honest. Even Denzel in this couldn't really save this movie, even though he does have some interesting moments throughout this film. I just feel like it's one of those roles that you're not really going to talk about. Nobody's going to be saying like, oh, remember Denzel's character in Gladiator 2? That was so memorable, and such a powerful role that he played. That's just how I feel about it. Not taking anything away from Denzel, still a great actor. I just feel like all these actors do a good job of their performances, but they're just in a very lackluster film, and just a really lackluster story that's kind of going on. I just wish they made the story a little bit more compelling, just have some originality. It seems like Ridley Scott was just really kind of phoning it in with this, where it's just like, let's not try to do anything crazy with this sequel. Let's kind of keep it bare bone, and that's where it really felt. And it being like a 2.5 hour movie, I definitely felt like the runtime dragged. There was parts that I just felt really bored. I started feeling like a little drowsy. I started kind of dozing off. Overall, I just wish that this was a better sequel. I feel like it had potential. It just fell short in a lot of areas that I don't know, it just made me feel like there was no reason for this sequel, in my opinion. But let me know how you feel about Gladiator 2. Did you love this movie? Do you feel like it was better than the original? I highly doubt there's going to be people that think that this is better than the original, but who knows? Let me know how you guys feel about it, though. Till next time, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.